In this video, we are going to take up one more problem. How to solve the problem using this solid software. A line capital PQ, 85 mm long, has its end P 10 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. The top view and front view of line capital PQ is 75 and 80 mm respectively. Draw its projections also determines true and apparent inclinations of the line. So to do that, first we'll go for the solid screen, and this is your basic screen of the solid and by default you're going to have one sheet which is always A2. So I want you to take it for A4 because in the examination they will go to take the printout in A4 size. So you take the cursor here and right click on this and take sheet setup and go to the background sheet, come down to combo box and take A4 size sheet. I don't want to show the background. The background is this nameplate and this boundary, and I will say OK. Disable background, and I will say OK. Now the sheet is shrinked because the display is set for A2. Now we have changed the sheet to A4. Now I need to change the display also to the sheet what I have fixed. So fit it. So you are going to get the sheet near to the screen. Now first I need to type the question. So to do that, I will go for the text command, come down to Times New Roman, and take the font as 4 and enter. So now a line capital PQ. Now I will type a line capital PQ 85 mm long, comma, has its end P, has its end capital P 10 mm above HP and 15 mm in front of VP. In front of VP. The top view and front view of the line capital PQ. The top view and front view of the front view of line capital PQ. Capital PQ is 75 and 80 mm. Is 75 and 80 mm respectively. Draw its projections. Draw its projections, comma. Also determine true and apparent inclinations. So this is the problem. Once you do that, now I need to write the text. Once I complete the text, now I need to create the drawing. So how to draw it by manually? The same way we need to do it. But here we will not going to refer the drawing of the solution without looking into the drawing of the solution or drawing that is from the sketchbook. You should be able to do it because in the examination we need to do the drawing directly without writing the manual sketch. So that is also one of the option. So you need to practice by looking at the problem. You should be able to create a drawing. So to do that, how do I do manually? First I used to write the XY line. So to do that, I will go for sketching. So once you come down to sketching, first you are going to have the entity sketch. Make sure that point on element is removed, take end point, then you have intersection enabled, then you have the horizontal or vertical. All other options you keep it switched on. Now I will go for the line command. The first command, I will check the line thickness, it should be 0.05 and enter. This is the first setting what I need to do before actually creating the drawing. So I will go for a line command, take some arbitrary point and then draw a horizontal line of any convenient length. Right click. Then you go for the text, then you take the font size as 3. Now we want to write this as XY line by putting the caps lock on. So type this as Y. Then in this case you take VP above XY line and HP below XY line. Now once you do that, then we are going to have the point NP 10 mm above HP, where you can see the distance in VP. So since I want to draw a parallel entity, you take offset. So what is the distance? 10 mm above HP is seen in VP. You take 10 mm and you take the cursor XY line, right click and take it on above XY line. Similarly, end NP above HP by 10 mm and 15 mm in front of VP. So the offset is 15, enter. Then you select this XY line, right click and take it to the bottom side. Again, do you want to continue? No. Then I will go for a line. I will draw one line from here to here. Then I will go for trim corner between these two and between these two. So what exactly you are getting this point? The exact point what I am going to get here is caps lock, Times New Roman. You take type P dash, you take P dash, and in this case you type P. Now so here what he says, the top view and front view of the line capital PQ is 75 and 80 mm respectively. So he has given the top view. Where is the top view? Top view is here. NP is in front of VP by 20 mm or 15 mm in front of VP. You make the other end of the top view point also is in front of VP by the same distance, which is 15 mm. So you just go to offset, take the 15 mm in front of VP. So you type 15 and take the top view point, which is 75. Top view and front view of the line capital PQ is 75 and 80. So you take 75 mm and take this vertical line and right click and take it to the right side. Then you go to trim between these two, trim corner between these two. Now the line top view is 75 mm. So you go to text and times over, let it be like that. You just take Q1. Once you get this, I want to get the true length in the front view. So to get that, so I will going to create one extension here. Then go to extend to next. Select this line till here. Then you just go to top view. Now what I need to do, I need to take the 85 mm block. So to do that, I will go for a R command, take the center point as this. Then what is the radius you want? The radius is 85 mm long. So what I was doing manually, you take the cursor, take the projector compass with P dash center, take the radius as 85 and cut an arc on this end projector line. So you similarly do the same thing here also, 10 degree. Take the cursor here and click on the vertical projector. So now you got the point here. So I will go for a trim this line till here and then you delete this line, it's not required. Then go to line, draw a line from end point of this to the end point of this. So then draw a horizontal line. Similarly, you take the line command and draw a line on this side and go to extend to next. Select this line till here. So now we got the front view point. So now since the top view is parallel to XY, its corresponding front view will be in true length. So since it is Q1, so you are going to get Q1 dash. Then I will write capital Q here. And here also I will type locus of Q. Then here I will have capital P. Okay. Now similarly, you want to do it in the front view also. You make the front view line parallel. How to do that? Go to offset, take the distance as 80. So take the vertical projector from here, right click and take it here. Then again, do you want to continue? No. You go to trim corner between this line and this line. Similarly, the same procedure is followed here also. So what you do, draw a line from anywhere arbitrary line and extend the same thing to the top view like this. Then go to select this line and delete it, it's not required. And then you go to R command, by center point you take this end point. So what is the radius you want? The radius is 85 because the top view, front view line is parallel to XY. What is the sweep angle? 10 degrees. So then you take the cursor here and cut it. So once you do that, you come down to trim this line till here. Then you go to the line command, draw a line from end point of this to end point of this. Then draw a one horizontal line. Similarly, you draw this on this side and you take the extension, extend to next. Extend to next is always requires the boundary, so that is the reason why I am creating this boundary. So then you just go to select this line till here and delete. Now once you do that, now we have the locus of Q in the top view also. So what you do, you go to text and here you take Q2 dash. Sorry. Q2 dash. Then in this case you are going to get Q2. Then I will have capital Q and then you have locus of Q. Then here also you type capital Q. So once you do that, now you have the front view and top view. So now we have the locus of Q in the front view and the locus of Q in the top view. The Q2 dash, which is above HP by this distance, will going to be on this line. So to do that, I will go for R command, select this endpoint to this endpoint. You will going to get in this fashion. So then go to trim this line till here. Then go to line, take endpoint of this to endpoint of this. So you have the front view and its inclination. Similarly, you go to R command, select this endpoint to this endpoint and take it to the bottom side and go to trim this line R till here and go to line, take endpoint of this to endpoint of this to the endpoint of this. So what you have now, I will go to text and I will type Q, here Q, here also you will get Q dash. Okay. So this is how you will be able to create this entire drawing. Now I need to modify, move everything, we need to edit this. So now I go for a split this line till here, then go to delete this line. So now I need to move it and accordingly go to move, disable copy, you take Q dash and keep it here, then you come down to Q1 dash, you keep it here, capital Q, then locus of Q. So this is one method. So now I need to come down to this now. So what is that? You just go to move, select P dash and bring it here, and you take capital P and you bring it here. So you have Q2 dash, you take it here. Then you have vertical plane, then you have the horizontal plane, then you have X, then you have Y. Similarly, you have P and you have capital Q, then you have Q1, then you have small q, that is the top view, then you have Q2, that is the true length, then I will have capital Q, then we are going to have the locus of Q. So this is how you will be able to create the drawing. Now I want to split this. Similarly, I want to split this till here. Then go to shift, select this, and you select this and remove it. Similarly, on the both the sides we have done, you take these two. So change the line type to dash dot. Then come down to zoom window. Now what I need to do? I need to go for this shift by holding the front view and top view and make this thickness as 0.5. Similarly, you will take the true length and you take the true length of this. Click on this and make it 0.35. So we have done all the movement and appropriately we have placed all the notations which is pertaining to the problem. Now I need to show the dimensions. So before showing the dimensions, come down to dimensioning variables and click on ISO modify, go to general, remove all this as a black color because we are taking the printout in black and white. So then come down to text. Text is Times New Roman and the font size is 3. And similarly, lines and coordinates, you take the width as 0.1 and say OK and say close, apply. So once you do that, now we'll go for distance between this line and this line. You're going to get 10. Distance between these two, you're going to get 15. Then you have the true length. So you go to distance between by 2 points. It's not on horizontal. So you take the endpoint of this to endpoint of this. So you get true length. Then in the top view you have 85, the other is 75. Then in the front view you have 85 or 80. So now we need to find the directions of projections. So to do that, here I will go for point on element, remove all these things. So go to leader. So you select this, then you select this. Similarly, you take the direction from here and then it comes down to this. So this is how you will be able to create the drawing. Now we will go for the dimensioning, that is the angle between, select blank, you select these two, okay, this is theta, then you have alpha, then you have beta, that is 5, and you have beta now. So how to write the symbols now? So to do that, go to text. So here take the font size as font as symbol. Of course all other remain same. So I will type Q, theta, small letter Q is for theta and small letter F is for 5 and small letter A is for alpha and small letter B is for beta. Then go to fit and come down to zoom window. Now you go to move command, disable copy, you select theta and keep it here. Similarly alpha, you take it here, 5, you keep it here and then beta. So how to write the answer? So the answer here is, you have to get this, okay. So first I will go to take the front view side. So go to select this, you will go to get 28.07, that is theta. So theta is 28.07, then alpha is how much? 30 degrees. Yes. So here alpha is 30.00, then you have beta which is 22.52, yes, 5 which is 19.75, fine. So now I need to start typing this. So here go to text, come down to Times New Roman and the first thing is theta 28.07 by holding the alt key type 0176 degree symbol. Then we have 30.00, you take 30.00 by holding the alt key type 0176 and remove the degree symbol. Similarly 22.52, then you take 22.52 by holding the alt key type 0176 and release the alt key. Then again you have 5 which is 19.75 degrees, 19.75 by holding the alt key 0176 and remove the degrees. So this is how you will be able to write the answers for individual angles of true and apparent inclinations. So first we will take these two and then we are going to take these two. So here 28.07 is move, enable copy. You take theta here. Then you have alpha 30 degrees. Then you have phi here. Then you have beta. Now we go for the line command. Draw one vertical line and then draw one more horizontal line. Then you go to line, take endpoint. If you don't have endpoint here, you just go to endpoint, select this and draw a horizontal line. And then go to trim corner between these two. Then go to move, enable copy, yes, you take this, right click. So I don't want the displacement along x direction, so you keep it x is 0. So now you're going to get y like this. So this is the advantage what you can do that. Similarly, move, select this line, enter. So go to move command, click for the elements to point from. I want to move this, so I don't want to give the display along y direction, it should be 0. So now you just take it and keep it here. Then go to, then go to move, select this line, enter. Now I want, there is no y displacement should be 0. So you are going to get the x displacement. Now you go to answer, so type here answers. Okay, then go to move, disable copy, move this and keep it appropriately. So this is how you will be able to create the drawing. And when you try to find the solutions for what you have done, it is theta is 28.07, alpha is 30, beta is 22.52 and it is 19.75 degree. So this is how you will be able to create the drawing by using the AutoCAD by using the SolidWorks software. And how do I know that my problem is right? You can see that both Q and Q dash which should be lying on the same line, then only your drawing is right, otherwise your drawing is wrong. So this is a very good typical example wherein you have the front view, top view and true inclination or true inlet. By using these three, you should be able to find out the apparent and true inclinations. To do that, you make that the concept is you make the top view line parallel to xy, its corresponding front view will be in true length. You make the front view line parallel to xy, the corresponding top view it will going to be in the true length. So that means the locus of Q both in the front and top is got. Once you get that, you transfer the line, the Q2 which was parallel to HP, you make it that also to be inclined to HP, and you make that Q1 which is parallel to VP, you also make that line parallel inclined to VP. So this is your final takeaway, wherein I will be able to create the drawing without looking into the solution which has to be done by using the sketchbook. And also the accuracy of drawing is up to the second decimal point, which it is quite evident from my drawing what I have done here, and also the solution what I got from this. Both are one and the same. Thank you.